So many Christians in particular opt not to get involved in politics. They do not want to cast a ballot. And so that leaves this huge void of people who manipulate and use the system to their advantage because they don't want to get involved, right? What do you say to that? Because that is so true. Like the church, secularism, you said it, the church is to be tolerated by the state only insofar as it relinquishes its claim on the public square. This is what's got to stop.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And Alberta's history, as I mentioned earlier, during the mid 20th century, Alberta had two premiers who were radio preachers at the same time, like Bible Bill Aberhart. He formed the Social Credit Party and was elected in 1935. When he died in 1943, he was replaced by Ernest Manning, who was the second longest serving premier in Canadian history. They were both radio preachers at the same time as they were premiers. They were very well known evangelical leaders in Alberta, and they were doing, religious ministry and leading the government at the same time. And this was okay. They never lost an election because this was widely accepted in Alberta at that time that it was okay to be a Christian and be involved in politics. Like this was kind of the norm. Like that's back when Alberta was known as the Bible Belt of Canada, because we had this strong, Christian religious influence in the provincial government for decades. And I bring that up to encourage Christians to realize that this is something that has been normal in Alberta and to some degree in Canada over our history. And we're being led to believe that there's something wrong with Christians being involved. In fact, there's an example back in July, Pierre Poilievre, just as an example, he went to some evangelical churches and there was a scandal in the media. How dare Pierre Poilievre go to these evangelical churches? He's trying to mix religion and politics. And Brian Lilly from the Toronto Sun pointed out they don't complain when Poilievre goes to a mosque. They don't complain when Poilievre goes to a gurdwara or a temple or anything like that.